and welcome back to a new video. Today I am going to be working in this Disney Vintage Junk Journal. It's quite a heavy, chunky one now, but I've still got space for more stories. So we're going to add another story today. I am going to focus on something that was not so good in Disney. Usually it's all the smiles and the positivity, but this meal here was just awful. And so rather than just put yes, lovely, 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 we're going to actually document that actually it wasn't that great. I've picked out this page here for no particular reason. I decided I didn't really need the back of the details of Disney Springs. I realised it's an extra page. I've covered up this side. I don't really need this, to be honest. So, and I love this. I might actually leave most of this as it is. It's quite a pretty scrapbooking paper. But I'm going to focus on this side today. Just having a look, I just looked over, this paper here caught my eye. I wonder if that's going to be a little bit on the busy side. I think that might actually work. Yes, let's use that. This wasn't planned actually, just saw that there. And I thought, oh, those colours kind of go. I'll show you the colour scheme I've picked out. It's an accidental colour scheme. Not one that I've planned, but I started pulling bits and pieces out. And then suddenly, before I knew it, I had a colour scheme. This paper is so pretty. It is called Let Your Heart Decide, and it's Pink Fresh Studio. I do love Pink Fresh Studio. Haven't had any of their stuff for a while. That's a nice paper. Let's pop this down and then I'll show you what I'm going to do. This is just going to be a quick page today. I have literally got about 20 minutes before we are heading out the door. And I really had the urge to create a quick page. So if ever you're wanting to create something really quickly, you don't have much time, today is the perfect video for you. Right, I love the Mickey Mouse and I kind of want that to go. Do you know what I'm going to do? We are going to cheat. Let's tear that. We will keep that for something else. I am going to add this. This is what you do if you love your paper but you haven't quite got enough. And I don't want to cover up all of this because it defeats the object of me then using it. So let's pop that up there. I really want Mickey Mouse to show through. Oh, that's not actually going to work that well. I'm going to have to pop it up. I've planned this really badly. Really badly. Right. This isn't quite what I expected to do. Let's see if this works. I want the paper to shine through. Might have to just lift that up a little bit. Like that. Turn it. I want it to look like one piece of paper under the envelope. I've got an idea for the envelope, you see, but I don't want to hide Minnie and Mickey. That's my issue. Will that actually work? Yeah, do you know? This is a used envelope. I did recently do a video about using used envelopes, so if you haven't seen that, I'll link the page down below for you. Now you might be thinking, oh, she's got gaps there. I know, we're going to be working with those in a minute. I have done that the wrong way. I wanted to do, this is what happens sometimes when you rush things. They then don't go quite to plan, do they? Right, we're popping that there. That I wanted to open up like that. This then we're actually going to stick over the top. This will all make sense. Like I said, I'm rushing today. That's always what happens, isn't it, when you rush? So we'll pop that like that. So that becomes part of there. That is good. Okay. Pop that down there. The photo I wanted to pop on there so that that then opens out. Now I can reuse that because around here we reuse everything. I am actually, tell you what I am going to do. I loved that paper so much, and I did actually cover quite a bit of it up. So let's do that. And where's my lovely big scissors? Here they are. Let's cut that out like that, because then when it flips we still get to see that lovely paper then. So I'll pop that on there. I love that idea. Let's add lots of sticky over the top. This is printed from free prints. There, that is cool, isn't it? I might actually need to add some double-sided sticky. Let's see how that holds up. I decided, because it's all part of the same story, not to. I'm going to use some double-sided. Oh, will I get away with it? I think I might just get away with it. That looks cute, doesn't it? I like that. Now, I said I would show you the other pieces that I have found. They're all quite muted colours today, but I basically started off with the photo, and then this was the first piece that I pulled out, and then I started just to collect bits and pieces of those kinds of colours. So I don't know if I'm going to use them all, but we are really led by colour today. So we've got this lovely colour combination. Look at that, that is so cute. And seeing as I've got a photo with, who have I got a photo with? Chip. Do you know how you can tell? Because he's got the darker nose, so it's chocolate Chip. The one with the paler nose is Dale. Perfect, this is my happy place. And I've got some leaves and some little rose petals. So there's a lot here, I won't be using all of it. What we will be doing though is adding a couple of little bits and pieces. So for example, let's pop that there. Excellent, I love that colour there. I really, really do love that. I might pop that on there. I'm going to start using some double-sided, I think, because I just want to make sure it all sticks on properly. And yeah, I really love these colours. That's what led me. Let's maybe pop that like that. They just all go really, really pretty, don't they? Love that. I might even put Chip and Dale down the bottom here and do a little cluster down there. Might do that. The frame here, I thought about framing the dreaded meal, so that's something we're going to talk about. Actually, let's put some tape on there. I thought this was a sticky back, and it's not. Let's put some tape. So yeah, we went to, this was somewhere we have been meaning to try for food for ages, the Regal Smokehouse. I remember when it opened a few years ago. It's in Disney, in Epcot, in the American Pavilion, and it's basically a smokehouse. Always smells so good, menu looks good. We were excited to try it. There we go, and I've highlighted that there. However, we were really, really disappointed, and we didn't even finish our meal. We had that one meal between the two of us to share. It was so salty, so rich. The mac and cheese under there was really nice. You can't actually tell. It was loaded fries with burnt ends, mac and cheese and onion rings. The onion rings were good, the mac and cheese was good, however the burnt ends were so rich and so salty. Remember me saying about covering up that gap there? We are going to do that here, like that. So then we won't be able to tell that it's not part, and then we can do that there as well. Perfect. Yeah, it was just really disappointing. I've had other people since say that they've been disappointed, but we found the perfect little spot for lunch. It was so cute. We went into the American Pavilion was quite busy, So we found a little spot. Oh, I wonder if this, yeah, let's add that. We found a little spot in Italy all on our own. It was so quiet. It was perfect. So we had the perfect spot but the not so perfect lunch. And it was actually really busy this particular day. So we ended up eating and then we headed out of the park. We'd been there quite some time, but it was so busy. So to find that little quiet spot really was nice. I'm wondering, I quite like this here. This was from a really old kit. Oh, that's good. Let's add that there. So yeah, it was a mixture of perfect and not so perfect, perfect and not so perfect. We ended up leaving. We felt quite sick afterwards. It was just so rich for us. Like I said, to share a meal and not even finish it. Do I just do it on this one page? I think I will do something down here. Actually, let's add this along the bottom. You're not going to be able to see that very well, are you? That's the problem. This journal is so big. Yeah, and we ended up leaving the park. It was busy, it was hot, and we both felt quite sick. So we weren't ready to give up on Disney altogether that day. So we ended up taking the monorail over to Magic Kingdom and getting off at the resorts. We got off at the Contemporary and got our refillable mugs, so we had some Pepsi. And then we, oh actually I might include some of this paper here. That's a nice idea. And then we went into Bay Lake, and when we walked through the lobby, Chip and Dale were there and Daisy Duck just hanging out, just wandering around the courtyard. It was such a lovely surprise. That's quite nice actually, saying thank you, because they completely lifted our spirits, stepping out of the park, grabbing some, just sitting inside the Contemporary in the lovely cool shade with some freezing cold Coke. Got our sugars back up, I think because we'd had a lot of salt in that meal. And then going out and seeing them there just made us so happy. It really did. Let's use this. It just lifted our spirits. It was, those Chip and Dale were just what we needed. And Daisy. Daisy was really chatty. It was so much fun, and she commented on my ears, and she said it's funny because you're having a conversation with a character who's not even speaking to you, and you're communicating and you're understanding what each other means. Well, obviously she was understanding what I was meaning. But yeah, we were talking because she likes to make her own things as well. And you just afterwards think, what on earth am I doing? It's just all a bit madness really, isn't it? But yeah, it was really fun. And we came away just on an absolute high. I want to include this, but I'm not sure. Oh, quite like that there. Yeah, we just felt completely rejuvenated again. It was really funny. I like those words. I wanted to include them, but I don't know where. Oh, let's stick those down there. I love these types of pages where we're just adding bits and pieces here and there. Might not include that one. I do really like this little postcard. Not quite sure. I don't want it to actually, yeah, that's really nice there. Can add a little bit of journaling. I'm not actually fussed with adding anything in here. I just like it as a pocket. And actually, we're going to add our journaling inside there. I've just made up my mind. I don't think I need this. Like I said, I won't be adding everything. Do I even need, I don't think I need those even. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. Yeah, I think I'm happy actually. Right, let's add, where's my black pen gone? I've taken it downstairs by mistake. I was using it earlier on. I think I have, right. Oh, here's one. Let's see. So I've got my little spot for journaling there. And then what I'm thinking is adding journaling lines like this. We can add this to another way to use used envelopes. You saw this one was used. It had my name on the front. It was actually, somebody had kindly sent it in Happy Mail with some lovely Disney images cut out. They'd cut out of books or comics or something. And I've been using them, and I think I've got about 4 or 5 left now. Let's continue that through. They're so fun to use, but because I'm a creative person, we all know that feeling. This envelope was just far too good just to bin. That is cool. I feel like something needs to go on top. I wonder. I think we might be able to use this. I think that's a nice idea. I'm having fun. This was just the perfect fix today. Then something needs to go on there. I'm not quite sure what though. Oh, that could be quite good. And then maybe something to go there. Quite like that. And then I think we are pretty much ready to journal. And there we have it. I have added a couple of little flowery things there. I've added bits down the side. I am so happy. This is such a pretty page. And I've done fail on there. And there we have the journaling. I love that. That is so much fun. It really is a great way to use an old envelope. I'm super pleased with that. That is very, very cute. Not everything all the time is positive. And sometimes you've just got to go with it. We made a positive out of a negative situation because we did feel really quite sick, overwhelmed, tired, hot. We turned it all around. It was absolutely fine. But I decided to, rather than just sugarcoat it, I told the whole story. So there we have it. I hope you've enjoyed this and I hope it's inspired you, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Lots of love. Have a great week. Bye.